Hey, good morning, Monday, October 16th. So let's take a look back at yesterday's game in Chicago against the Bears. We did win. A win is a win, but they are one of the least best team in the league. I didn't know how to say that, but the Panthers might be the worst, and then the Bears. So we didn't beat a really good team, and then on top of that, they lost their starting QB halfway through the game, or somewhere in there. But so here are some of my thoughts. I'm not sure. Again, and I've said it before, that we have the right players on the field. And I am going to start with our buddy here. Let's see if I can find him. Here we go. Madison. And I don't want to be negative about Madison. I like Madison. Um, I know he's gone through some negative stuff this year regarding he was called a nigger and all that kind of stuff. And but the bottom line is, it is what it is. I mean, people will say stuff like that. It's only words, but we can't let it make us make a bad decision, to keep Madison as our number one back when he really isn't. He should be our second back coming in, short yardage. You need 1 or 2 or 3 yards. He's our guy. But as far as our starting RB, he is not that. He doesn't give us any home run, uh, capability. I'm still not sure why we're not utilizing Chandler. And can someone explain to me why we're not, or why can't we at least take a look at it? Let's see what it looks like. We know what we have with Madison. He can come in, he can give us, a few yards here and there, but he certainly is not sure-handed in the pass game, and it's not like he's running a 15-yard, outcut, and he's trying to catch a missile coming at him. I mean, he's, it's a draw play, or not a draw play, but a little screen play, and a little 3 yard little dump pass that, I'm not the greatest ball catcher in the world, but I could probably catch that, and he's missed two that have been very, very critical in the course of a game. So, I'm wondering, why are we still not taking a look at either Madison, Chandler, or even Akers? When Akers got in there, he looked pretty good. On that one, he only had one touch, as far as I can remember, and it was a good 8 yard that he kind of had to get the 8 yards. It wasn't like there was a gigantic hole that he just kind of stepped into and got 8 yards. So I really want to take a look at looking at another back, just to kind of see what it looks like. I mean, common sense is like, hey, if something isn't working, let's try, do a number two, kind of thing. So that's my take on Madison. Let's talk about Davenport. I mean, he is a beast when he's healthy. It is an ankle injury, and it's not the same ankle. So now he's got two gimpy ankles. So the idea that he's going to come back soon is probably out of the question. And then if he comes back at all, is he going to be 100%, or is he a play away from going back on the bench? So that $13 million risk that we took out on Davenport is coming back to get us. So unfortunately, that's kind of that story. Let's talk Cousins, because there's talk about is he going to get traded, before the October 31st deadline. Let me just say one thing. Kirk Cousins has a no trade clause in his contract. And he did it for one reason and one reason only. He knows that the Minnesota Vikings will be the only team that'll overpay him for his services. So why is he going to risk being traded to another team that's not going to be as nice to Kirk as the Minnesota Vikings have been? Is he putting up decent numbers? Absolutely. Is he missing throws? Absolutely. Is he the quarterback that will get us to the Super Bowl? He hasn't done it in 6 years. He's 35. Do you think at 36 or 37 that's going to happen? Probably not. We signed a guy to an $84 million guaranteed, and then another $66 million guaranteed, which is $150 million, according to my math, guaranteed on a quarterback that couldn't even reach the championship game in any one of his previous seasons with other teams. So very risky, not a move I think most of us would have made, but we are stuck with Kirk. And when I mean stuck, I mean stuck. He has got us over, he's got us by the short hairs, as they say, and he's taken us hostage. We're stuck with him. We can't even trade him because he has it right in his contract. You can't trade me. So there you go. Addison. Is he a Justin Jefferson? Probably not. Is he good? Yes. I like the way when he catches the ball and he's about to get hit, he immediately covers the ball with two hands. He's got that instinct built into him, so that's kind of nice. He is quick. He made a great touchdown catch. Great move to get open. I think he and Jefferson, when Jefferson gets back, could be a nice duo. So let's hope for Addison to continue to improve and not get into trouble. I know that they took his license away from him for a while, so he can't drive fast. So that's good. Let's talk about Murphy. I'm still not sold on Murphy. Yes, he got an interception, but it was off of a duck that the backup quarterback threw. It wasn't like he made this amazing, play to intercept the ball. I mean, it was right at him, and it was a duck. In fact, if he missed that, I would have probably benched him. So let's not get too excited with Murphy. He's a bit too small. I always go back to, I like Evans. I think he is a Pro Bowler in the making. He just needs to make a few more plays, stay healthy. He made that good stick on the running back that popped the ball out. Too bad we couldn't fall on it. He is definitely someone that I want on the field. And let's hope he continues to do that. And before I forget, let's hear from one of our sponsors.
ABC FinTech and ABC Tokens are solving a few problems. One, we see that the average investor does not have access to quality commercial real estate investments. It really historically has been for those with a high net worth and connections. Through our team of leading commercial real estate experts, deal sourcing and underwriting deals for us, we're able to offer a fractional interest in our portfolio to the average investor. And that wouldn't happen without ABC FinTech and ABC Tokens.
Yeah, so I think we ought to have Minnesota Viking fan tokens. I know there's a few teams that are doing that, and we can actually make it happen. I'm going to send a letter to Quasey and see if we can start talking about that. And before I forget, I do have tickets for sale online at my site, Vike.com. And what's cool about those tickets is you can use crypto, ETH, Bitcoin, and I also have my own Vike tokens that I can, after you purchase, I can reward you with some free tokens for future purchases. I also have two wholesalers that if you're not comfortable with getting the tokens onto your MetaMask wallet, they can help you do that and get you some inexpensive tickets. I believe for the 49ers game, let's say let's see, I have section 118, 7 and 8, seats 7 and 8, row 38 for, I want to say 450 total, no extra fees, no nothing. So that's a pretty good deal because if you go through Ticketmaster and try to buy those tickets when they add all the extra fees, you're going to spend at least 150 more on top of whatever they're asking. So keep that in mind. Um, so there you go. Looking forward to the 49ers. I think we can get it done. And I am going to skull out, but I'll do another quick video probably tomorrow and start getting ready for the 49ers because I think if we can beat the 49ers, which I think we will, our season is back on track. Skull out. Skull. Skull.